Hey guys, so it's me, Kennedy, and today I'm going to be talking about a lot of things. I'm actually filming this video right now in Mika's room. She's probably going to be like, why am I in here? What the fuck are you doing? But she'll be okay. But this is definitely like pretty much kind of going into the topic I'm going to be talking about today, which is astrology. Of course, the misconceptions of astrology. Everybody has their own thoughts about astrology, you know. You see it on Twitter, you see it here, you see it there. I feel like a lot of people think astrology is one way, but it really is not. I want to give you guys actual information because, you know, people don't like to Google. So here you are, I'm making a video for you so you don't have to do research yourself. So the first thing about astrology that people don't really know, you have more than one sign. I know, sounds crazy, but you actually have more than one sign. So in astrology, you have a birth chart, and a birth chart is pretty much information based on where the planets were in the exact time you were born, the exact place, and the exact year, you know? Ask your mother that stuff. Look for your birth certificate. But that is the key thing. Let's start with the basics. So a sign is based off of the constellations. There are 12, 13 if you count that, whatever that sign is, Ophiuchus, Opicus. Most people don't even look at it, but there are 12 zodiac constellations. What sign you are born in is determined by where the sun was going through the zodiac constellations. So for example, if you've ever heard of Aquarius season, Capricorn season, Leo season, this is pretty much just talking about where the sun is going through. Most people know their sun signs, but most people don't like astrology because sometimes the sun sign characteristics are, that doesn't apply to me. Like, I'm not this. I'm a Taurus, but I'm not sleepy. I'm a Taurus, but I don't like comfort. I like this, you know? And when people say that, they don't really know it's because they have a lot of signs in their birth charts. So to the people who say that, letting you know now, you have a lot of signs in your birth chart. And this is based on where every planet was, where every single planet was, what constellation the planet was going through when you were born. All the sign characteristics that you look up for your sun sign are not going to completely apply to you, and that's the main reason why. So now you know, you have more than one sign in your birth chart. So that's the first thing. And no, I'm not really going to be talking about birth charts and all the complicated stuff because everybody's going to be like, Kennedy, what are you talking about? So that's going to be another video. Next thing I'm going to talk about is how social media depicts astrology. This is also like probably the top reason why people don't like astro, because of the things that they see on Twitter and Instagram. And don't get me wrong, like, I love the memes. I think the memes are a little funny, like they're a little haha kiki ooh hoo hoo, but for research purposes, definitely not. A lot of memes or a lot of like social media accounts, they would put a lot of the stereotypical things about a sign there. And even people who actually do really enjoy astrology, like when they look at it, they're like, so for example, Geminis are crazy. That's what I'm talking about. Geminis are not crazy, guys. Well, I know a couple crazy ones, but this kind of like relates to the sun sign thing. Like, stereotypes just aren't going to apply to you, you know? So social media completely like waters down astrology. Just to let you guys know, astrology was pretty much used to like kind of build civilizations, you know? It's been around for a long time, you know? It's just like philosophy. It's just like other ologies. It's an actual study. People actually research these things, you know? It's not just coming from somebody's ass. So if you think that, you're wrong. It didn't just appear yesterday, you know? It's not a new subject. It might be a new trend now because, you know, we have the internet, but it's not a new subject. My point is that social media completely like just dilutes it. People who don't like astrology and people who don't study it, I want you guys to know that what you see on the internet, as your mother has told you, is not all the way true. Or rather, actually, hold on, wait. What you see on Instagram and Twitter is not all the way true. Let's say that. Yeah, let's say that. Social media, let's say that. All right, people, let's talk about retrogrades, okay? Let me tell you what a retrograde is. A retrograde, essentially, is when a planet looks like it's moving backwards. The retrograde that most people are familiar with is Mercury retrograde. People who hear that Mercury is in retrograde, which currently Mercury is retrograde right now. Fun fact, also it's Mercury retrograde, it's not Mercury in retrograde, just to let you know. People go crazy, they're like, oh shit, fuck. Oh, people gonna be hitting my line, people gonna be... And that's not all the way true. What Mercury retrograde is known for is for being center point of delays, being the center point of having bad conversations or conversations that are not going through, like just something like your intentions are kind of like mixed up, like your thoughts are haywire. Mercury is the planet of communication. With it being retrograde and with it kind of going backwards, people think that Mercury is going to do the opposite of what it's known to do. Honestly, guys, just to let you know, Mercury retrograde, okay, whatever, it can be serious, but it's not that huge of a deal, you know. The only thing you gotta really do is double check everything you're sending, double check your attitude. Remember that people are probably going to be looking at you a little different way, but that's about it. Every planet has a retrograde except for the sun and the moon. So Venus, Mars, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter. And you know what? The ones that you really should be looking out for, Saturn and Pluto retrograde fucks you up. You want to talk about serious shit? Pluto is the planet of transformation, rebirth, death, all that shit. When it goes retrograde, Pluto is going to check you. Pluto will check you, but it's for transformation purposes. And Saturn is a hard ass. If you can think of like a disciplinary dad, that's what Saturn is. Saturn is the karma planet. Saturn will take from you just so you can like know how it felt for you to have something in your life, and they will take it from you to see if you're worthy of it, and then they'll give it back to you to be like, all right, you did your work, okay. Saturn and Pluto are definitely the heavy hitters. But yeah, guys, like retrogrades, they're really not here to like disturb your peace. Retrogrades are definitely there for a teaching moment, you know? Like, you know, when you need to learn that lesson again, that's what retrogrades are. Retrogrades are there for you to kind of just focus on one area of your life, whatever planet it is. Like I said, Mercury is the planet of communication, simply put. So when it goes retrograde, you know, you can double check yourself, the way you're communicating, double check the way that you are setting things up in your life, double check your plans. I should have made my ramen. I might go make my ramen. Those are retrogrades. Bloop, bloop, bloop. All right, people, let's talk about horoscopes. A lot of people tend to say horoscopes when they're talking about the zodiac signs, but yeah, I'm here to tell you that horoscopes, you can believe in them. I mean, you don't have to, whatever. It's a controversial topic in the astro community. If you're looking to your sun sign, so like, remember the sun sign is basically, there's more to it, but this is the sign, you know, this is the sign you tell your friends, like, oh yeah, girl, I'm an Aquarius. Oh yeah, girl, I'm a Pisces. My birthday's March 6th. That's the sun sign. If you're looking in the newspaper, you shouldn't be looking at a newspaper anyway for this. But if you are looking at the newspaper or the magazine, like the little section when it's talking about the zodiac signs, and you look at your sun sign, 9 times out of 10, you're probably not going to resonate with it. If you don't know what resonate means, that means you're probably not going to feel that that applies to your life. I'm your Google.com, guys. If you need information, I am here. Anyway, what you want to do is, if you actually have your birth chart and you know you went on those little websites to find out your birth chart, Astro.com, Cafe Astrology, any of those, there's this thing that says ASC, and that is abbreviated for ascendant, which is essentially your rising sign, guys. So remember when I was saying that you have multiple signs in your chart? So the rising sign is how the sun was rising on the horizon of when you were born. Rising sign / the ascendant is basically the key. That's the door that opens to your entire chart. So your rising sign is how you appear to others. The rising sign is your one-on-one conversations. This is you talking to, you know, a friend that you met. This is how they see you. This is how people, whenever they come up to you, they approach you. So for example, I'm over here, right? You don't know me. I'm just talking. Blah, 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 blah. So when you approach me and come up to talk to me, this is my rising sign. My rising sign is apparent to you now. My rising sign is Gemini. I am a Gemini rising. When you're looking at horoscopes, you want to look to your rising sign because horoscopes are based on where the sun is in your chart. I'm gonna make a separate video about like different planets and the different meanings, and I'm gonna also make a separate video about houses, which is this is definitely like a whole nother topic that you guys are gonna be like, Kennedy, what? If you do like horoscopes, a lot of people don't like people telling them what to do, or like, oh yeah, Libra, you're gonna meet somebody rich today. Scorpio, you're gonna have sex today. A lot of people don't like those things, but definitely, like, I mean, the ones that I looked at when I started using my rising sign, some people use their sun signs, but when I started using my rising sign to look at horoscopes, I found that a lot of it was kind of true, you know? And remember, it's based on where the sun is in your chart. If you don't like horoscopes, or if horoscopes turn you off from astrology because you don't like people telling you what to do and that you don't believe in blah, 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 you don't even have to read it, you know, like not a lot of people do. It's okay. One thing I want you to know, the things that you were taught about astrology or the things that you hear, you literally only have 2% of it. Literally, it's a rabbit hole. Like once you get into it, it's crazy. It's super, super crazy, and you can't get out of it. There's always research to be done about it. I never stopped learning. Reading charts or reading my own chart for like 5 years now. I've been super into astro. It's crazy to me, like how I have like this map of myself and this map of other people in front of me. Like once you really know how to read it, girl or boy or slash person, you're fucked. In conclusion, that is the end of my video. What I want to say to you guys is, this is my serious face. Don't ever get into astrology because it's gonna fuck your life up. Don't do it. I swear to God, don't do it. But definitely go on google.com. Look up some things, you know? Definitely look up your birth chart just to, you know, just so you can like have some information about it. I promise you, it's so cool though. It's so cool. And it makes me happy. Like I can go on and on for hours about this. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope no one was that confused, and if you were a little bit confused, please let me know. If you want to learn anything about this, please leave comments down below. Who sings that song? It's my first solo project. I'm so happy. But yeah, definitely if you want to learn more about anything I was talking about, or even if you like want me to kind of shut up a little bit, even if you want me to fix my hair, you know, apply lip gloss, if you have any suggestions about why this is still coming off my shoulder, leave a comment down below. Thanks guys, bye. Honestly, I just feel like I'm talking right now. What am I even saying? What was I talking about again? Ooh. Forgot what I was saying. Did my hair get longer? Just started using this. Ooh, my skin looks really nice. Ooh, what is this? Ooh. What was I saying again? Oh yeah. Oh, okay.